I let this nice wide bowl get too dry because I'm a dummy, and it has a weird dent on the edge from where I gouged it slipping with the wooden knife because I'm a klutz. Luckily, it's not bone dry and I can just trim the gouge out, as you'll see me do over the course of this video, but we're not gonna get those nice corkscrew trimmings. While we're here though, a lot of people ask me how I know how much to trim something because they're struggling with trimming through their work or leaving it too thick and bottom heavy. There's not just one answer to this question, but in order of most to least important, here are some tips. Number 1 is trial and error, aka practice. It's unfortunate, but it's true. You just gotta trim through a bunch of your work or be disappointed in how bottom heavy it is a bunch of times, and eventually it'll piss you off so much that you'll get the hang of it out of sheer anger and despair. Here's how you do it. You'll be trimming a piece and suddenly you'll remember, hey, the last time I did this it was too thick, so I should trim more than I did last time. And then you're gonna trim through it and say, whoops, guess I shouldn't have trimmed it that much more, and you'll take that knowledge to the next thing you trim. Number 2, you gotta throw consistent pieces, as in consistent wall thickness, consistent curves, and consistent bottom thickness. Walls you get consistent by feel, curves you get consistent by sight, and bottoms you get consistent by measuring with a needle tool every fucking time until it's second nature. When you trim a piece, you're kind of relying on your past self to have thrown it with no surprises. Take this bowl for example. I know that the inside is flat in the center with a gradual curve up into the walls. My goal is to trim the outside to match the curve on the inside. And third, I tap it a lot. I was at Mundo Bong's workshop a weekend ago, and he had an interesting method of feeling the bottom with one hand while he tapped the tool against it with the other hand, which I do want to try, but you can just percuss the bottom with your hand and you'll hear and feel the thickness. Again, you do have to train this sense through practice and trial and error. Like, tap your pot regularly, take note of what you hear and feel, and if you take it off the wheel and it's still really thick, you know that what you heard and felt was a thick floor. And if you trim through or it's really thin, you'll know that what you were hearing and feeling was a thin floor. But be careful, because how wet or dry your piece is will change how the tapping feels and sounds, so make sure you're always trimming at a consistent leather hard, unlike me who was trimming this too dry. I hope this helps. It's been a minute since I had a pottery skills voiceover, so I hope my pottery followers feel properly fed after this one. Good luck with your practicing, and thank you for watching.